don't do any type of love spells or anything like that, because I keep saying that doing a love spell or a love potion is like opening a floodgate. You open it all the way, you never know what's going to happen. When acquiring wealth, I know a lot of corporate businesses hire psychics and like, okay, tell me what stock's going to do great this week, or what's going to happen with this, that, or the other thing. There are some that do spells for increased wealth. I tend not to use that because with wealth spells, they're not very specific. Like, you can do a spell to gain money and all of a sudden you'll get into a car accident and have an insurance payout. A lot of people tend to do wealth spells thinking, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to win the lottery. Well, usually it doesn't turn out the way they intended. Image of wizardry or sorcery is like I hold out my hand and lightning should fly from it. And that's what people tend to expect. A lot of people really don't understand how the power of the universe works. What it symbolizes is all 5 elements of nature coming together as one: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And it's surrounded by the phases of the moon. Right. Okay. Which most magic users today base their practice on. I practice sorcery as a religion. I've had an interest in it since I was a child. It goes back way beyond the Egyptian pharaohs. I mean, the stuff in the Celtic realms alone can date back 4,000 or 5,000 years. A lot of the ancient witchcraft stuff has never been written. It's been passed down, or it's been learned through communication with spirits. First and foremost, I live by the Wiccan Rede. And it goes, by the Wiccan law ye must, in perfect love and perfect trust. 8 words the Wiccan Rede fulfill, and ye harm none, do what ye will. And ye harm none, do what ye will. What ye send forth comes back to thee, so ever mind the rule of 3. Remember this in mind and heart, merry we meet, merry we part. That's the basic law for anybody who practices witchcraft or magic. The law of the universe is whatever you do will come back to you threefold. When ye send forth comes back to thee, so ever mind the rule of 3. Like, if somebody's practicing black magic because they think it's cool, a lot of them think, yeah, well, I can do an evil spell against somebody and nothing will happen, but it'll come back to them and hit them 3 times over. As part of the code is consequences are as inescapable as the winter's coming. A coven is basically, it's a group of witches or people that practice witchcraft and magic that form one unit, and covens can tend to grow very close to each other. My first objective is to protect those of my coven and those that are close to me. If I need to do a spell for anything, there usually has to be a purpose to it. So after I think of a purpose, like if I identify the purpose, then I have to think of what type of spell do I need, and then have to think of what I need for it, and usually sit down and write them. I can do one in a book, but the ones that come from the practitioner themselves are usually the most potent and usually work the best. A grimoire is a book, typically it's a book, that has spells or information to teach people how to do things. There are 2 that I can think of right now. The grimoire for the apprenticing wizard that outlines anybody who wants to be a wizard, how they go about it, and the grimoire for the Green Witch is what it's called by Anne Mira. It's a textbook on to teach people how to be a witch, how to notice things, how to live the life of a witch. And that's basically what a grimoire is. When somebody's doing a psychic attack to me, I usually get a headache.